Good day. My name is Akash Jaikaran, a second-year mechanical engineering student at the University of the West Indies. I have prepared a short video to talk to you about the unfortunate plane crash on December 27, 1991 of Scandinavian Flight 751. The aim of this video is to highlight the main aspects of this incident, to identify the communication and ethical breaches that led to the outcome of this flight, and to make mention of the measures put forward by the airline after the crash. The flight plan for that day was to fly from Stockholm to Copenhagen, then to Warsaw, back to Copenhagen, then finally to Barcelona. The commanding pilots on Flight 751 were Captain Stefan Rasmussen and First Officer Uwe Södermark. The pilot ordered standard checks on the aircraft, instructing maintenance crew to de-ice the plane a second time before takeoff. After a routine takeoff, 25 seconds into the flight, loud engine surges were heard throughout the airplane. These surges were caused due to clear ice breaking off from on top of the wings and being sucked into the engine. Responding to such, the pilot followed standard procedure and throttled back the engines. Upon doing so, there was an unexpected increase in thrust. This increase in thrust caused the turbine blade to spin faster, which in turn ruptured a fuel line, causing fuel to spray onto the hot engine, leading to unwanted combustion, hence destroying both engines in a matter of seconds. Aware of the situation, onboard passenger pilot Per Hamburg entered the cockpit, which was left open by Captain Rasmussen. Captain Hamburg managed to assist the pilots, advising them to look straight ahead, gliding the falling aircraft to a safe crash landing. Thankfully, there were no fatalities. Assessing this situation, there was obviously some communication issue between the pilot and maintenance crew, and the plane manufacturer and Scandinavian Airlines, which led to this disaster. Following the instructions by the captain himself, after making exterior checks on the plane, the maintenance crew did exactly what the airline had implemented, following the de-icing protocol. From the investigation, clear ice left behind by the maintenance crew was sucked in to the engine, which proved that this de-icing technique was not adequate. The engines, however, were designed to endure such an occurrence, thus this was not the root cause of the crash, but a contributing factor which led the pilot to throttle back. The plane manufacturer installed a new ATR system which both the Scandinavian Airlines and the pilot were unaware of. This was a safety feature implemented when the system sensed a critical drop in thrust. This increase in thrust caused the flooding of the engines with fuel, which resulted in its failure. Thus, the root cause therefore was a breach in communication between the plane manufacturer and Scandinavian Airlines. The pilot breached the flight protocol by leaving the cockpit door open. He did this with best intentions to build confidence in both himself and the passengers, allowing them to see that yes indeed a human being was flying the aircraft. This ethical breach of leaving the door open allowed for the assistance of Captain Per Hamburg, which without him the overall outcome of the flight may have been worse. The major ethical breach, however, was between the manufacturing company and Scandinavian Airlines, where the manufacturer did not inform the airline of the new ATR system, putting all 129 lives at risk. After the crash, Captain Rasmussen was taken to a press conference by Scandinavian Airlines, driving away attention from the crash onto a hero. This was an unethical act by the airline, as no proper investigation had been conducted. After the crash, Scandinavian Airlines implemented a better de-icing technique whereby the maintenance crew were provided with stairs to thoroughly check the top of the wings with their bare hands. The airline also trained pilots on how to operate this new ATR system, making them better prepared for such an event. Thank you.